the social media reaction genre, silly comments are considered especially heinous. At Dear Woke Christian, the dedicated content creators who investigate these horrible comments are members of an elite squad known as the Dusty Comments Unit. These are their stories.
All right. You did not see a thumbnail. You did not see a title. I just wanted to jump on here because I got some dusty comments. We got to dust. Come on, it's Saturday. Go and turn on some Luther Vandross. Turn on some grown folks music. We're gonna dust this doggone comment. So earlier today, I dropped a video of my conversation with Tim Frisch about the Shiloh Hendricks kerfuffle. And I definitely want to encourage you to check out that video. Matter of fact, let me make sure I got that link in the description as well. I'll add it to the video and drop it in the chat in a moment. So we were discussing the whole Shiloh brouhaha, if you will. And the general consensus is that she's as wrong as two left shoes, but that Black people don't need to respond to that word as if it's changing our lives. It's not. So I just went ahead and dropped that video, and I thought it was going to be well received, and so far so good. Yeah, go check it out if you haven't already checked it out. However, I got somebody in the comment section today, and this is what I'm grossly, really concerned about, is this new era of people just saying the most mad, reckless stuff possible about other ethnic groups. And if you want to jump into the chat, we will have a conversation about this today. But I just dropped the link to that video, by the way, in the chat. And sure, we have cultural differences. There is no problem, no question, no argument for me whatsoever. Black people do have a different cultural preference, good or bad. It's just different. But so do other groups. And nobody has the same cultural preference, even within that particular ethnic group. But to promote an idea that on a physical level, on a DNA level, that Black people are inferior, or that another people group are inferior to another just because of that, that is 100% how the bad art student with the weird mustache back in Germany, that's exactly how he gained power. That kind of foolish, stupid rhetoric. My name is Jason, dearwokec@gmail.com. So I want to make sure that I dust this person off really well. I did drop the link for him. If he wants to come up in here and explain himself, he's welcome to. But in the meantime, and in between time, we're gonna read his dusty comment. Jason, what is this dusty comment about? All right, so it's pinned onto the video that I just dropped right here. The how Shiloh Hendricks hits the racial jackpot. And so this person coming in hot with the ignorance of this person. Let us go. It is indeed genetic. Black people act a certain way due to their DNA. I don't know if he's trying to rhyme. Maybe what he's trying to rhyme. Maybe that's what he was shooting for. No one else acts this way on a grand scale like Blacks. And I guess this is a new thing to spell Blacks like that. Okay, I got you. These are just realities, no matter how you choose to spin them. And I just said, the dumbest thing posted on a video this week. Congratulations. DWC, you are the one not rooted in reality, sir, as it's quite obvious. Again, I think I've started this diatribe off by saying that culturally, look, Black folk got a different kind of culture. We do definitely be doing the most a lot of the time. But don't act like white people don't. Come on, my guy. Take it down the square. Don't act like nobody else does. Let's keep it going. No one acts as unruly as those that look like you. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. This is that othering that is starting to become pretty commonplace. That's a problem. That's a problem. Let's keep it going. Let's keep dancing. It's proven worldwide in your underdeveloped stage. I don't know what that means. What is underdeveloped? What's underdeveloped? I have no idea what is underdeveloped. But let us continue. Keep living in your personal delusion as the leftists like yourself do. So now, this is how you know, like, this video must have reached a different part of the YouTube ecosystem. Who in the world would think that I was a leftist? Who in their right minds would call Dear Woke Christian a leftist? Only somebody that didn't know anything about it. They ran across this video. It hurt his feelings because I said that Shiloh was in sin and she needs to repent. And that hurt his feelings. It hurt his feelings, and he's going to call me a leftist. Who in the world would call me a leftist? Let's keep going. I won't resort to ad hominem attacks as you have, my dear Christian man. And let me finish. And then let me just ask a question. Isn't saying that somebody is underdeveloped, isn't that an ad hominem attack? Let me just real quick right here. Isn't it saying that they're unruly and nobody can, because of their DNA? Isn't that an ad hominem attack? Maybe this person doesn't know what ad homs mean. Maybe his brain is too smooth to understand that. Let's continue. You've actually made a dumber comment. DWC, I'm going to get you a big Al Sharpton and Ben Crump poster for your living room wall. Okay. Do people actually put posters up in their houses anymore? I guess. I don't know. You don't have to move the portraits of George Floyd and James Cone you already have. Just put Sharpton and Crump next to them. Again, this is how you know this person knows nothing about me. Not a thing. He's making these generalizations. George Floyd, James Cone's. It's kind of funny that he mentioned James Cone. You don't hear many people talk about James Cone. So that's why I'm like, this person might not know, but then again, might very well know what Dear Woke Christian is about, because you know good and well James Cone is a heretic. So I've said that on multiple occasions, but let us continue. It's nice having heroes, sir. I can respect your choices. I just dropped the link and said, come on over here and let's talk about this thing. Like, because this is some epic smooth brainness right here. I don't think I've seen some smooth brainness like this in some time. That was pretty dumb on a high level of dumbness, but it is what it is. I'm going to just say, I am concerned though, that this type of rhetoric, if you just jump over to X, if you just jump over on social platforms, you're now seeing people post videos of Black people really, really wilding out, and they're white people that are doing it. And there's a lot of othering in their languaging. Like again, you've seen them, so I'm not going to bring them up. You've seen them. I don't want to get hit by YouTube, but we've seen this type of rhetoric before, and we can blame it on whomever we want. We can blame it on political parties. We can blame it on whomever. But at the end of the day, when the smoke clears, this person believes that image bearers of Christ are lesser because of some kind of culturalism. That right there is problematic. That's exactly how the failed art student over in Germany got into power. There's no other way around it. That's it. That's exactly how the failed art student came in power. And please understand, that idea that the failed art student had was an idea called eugenics. That idea that certain people groups have inferior DNA. So this person, and when you see this type of languaging here, you know that you're dealing with somebody who ultimately would be driving trains and controlling gas chambers and such of that nature. Not trying to be hyperbole. I'm not trying to be hyperbole. I'm just saying that this is an othering type of language that is well past, way over its skis, way over its skis. So when you see this type of stuff, this stuff needs to be called out immediately. You don't need to be bombastic. This person needs to be cut off from conversation though. This type of foolishness needs to not get any kind of place in our society, because the differences that we hold as white and Black people and other people groups in general are things that we can discuss and ferret out. We don't need to get into, oh, well, you're lesser because you do X, Y, Z. No, that's insane. And this type of stuff right here is proof positive. That's it. I just want to jump on and excoriate this guy. We got to dust the house out a little bit. I'm gonna give him a little bit of room, see if he says something else ridiculous, because I like to make sure that we get all the roaches out of here. Get them all, shine a light on the roaches and get them up out of here for sure. Spraying around the house, making sure there ain't none in any corners and stuff like that, because white people got roaches too. All right, what we got over here? Good people, good folk. Lots of ignorance in this world. There's a lot of it. And I think we as, well, I'm going to say this, as Christians, we must vehemently stand against this foolishness on every spectrum, on every level. Absolutely. What's going on? Independent male generalizations out the wazoo. I mean, really. Good to see you. Good to see you. Foxy Roxy. Hello, King, and everyone. Happy Saturday. DWC in the chat. Happy Mother's Day Eve to all moms. Shout out to all moms. What's going on? And if you want to, Quentin, I dropped the link. If you want to jump on for a hot minute, if you got time, I know you got work to do and such like that. If you got a second, feel free to jump on in, man. Drop that link for you, brother. Yeah. So this type of foolish rhetoric, and I just want to make sure my voice is clear in this regard. This kind of foolish rhetoric is sinful. Period. End of day. This is it. Now, if it comes on either side, if when we say that when black people say that white people can't do XYZ because of their genetics, that's sinful. When white people say this about Hispanics or Asians or any other people group, it's sinful. So this is a sinful behavior that needs to be called out. And I'm just going to say it. It's sinful. There you go. My name is Jason, dearwokec@gmail.com. Feel free to email management if you really are concerned. Now, I dropped the link in the chat as well. Feel free to email management. But let me just say one more again, so it's very clear. It's extremely clear. There is no difference apart from melanin count in a white person, a black person, Asian, Hispanic, fill in the blank. There's absolutely no difference. Unless we're talking about some Yauchas from Yaucha Prime, they're going to have some different DNA. You know what I'm saying? They're different, okay? If we're talking about Martians from Mars, then yeah, they got a little different DNA. Besides that, though, if you were born on this planet, we are humans. Period. End of day. Catch me outside if we need to have a conversation. So this type of rhetoric, this type of smooth brain foolishness deserves no shine. And that's why we're dusting it off. We got to dust it off. And the person clearly don't want to come back, don't want none of it, because I gave him the link so he can come on and talk about it. What's going on? There go my brother Willie Doc in the building. I got this for you, man. What's going on, Mind Choose Brew? Thank you so much. Hey, dropping in to show some love and send happy Mother's Day to your wife. Thank you so much there, all of y'all. All moms, happy Mother's Day to y'all. Oh, this is some grade A foolishness here, Shonda. Grade A. Uh-oh, I'm a heretic. Come on, I'm a heretic. The Hebrew Israelite Church is the only truth in the world. Man, let me tell you something. You who rhymes with pure fool. And that's what you are, a pure, unadulterated, unmitigated fool. Up in here, I appreciate you, though. Drop in the comment, feel free. You're lost your way, brother. You've lost your way. We're doing live Dusty comments, ladies and gentlemen. We've never done this before. We're doing Dusty comments in real time. Man, I think the only thing that's right is for me to drop the link so that you can come up in here and tell me how I'm wrong. That's the only thing that makes sense. That's the only thing that makes sense. I'm gonna drop the link for you, brother. Go on, hit that link, man. Let me tell you real quick, please make sure that your camera is on. Please make sure that you use no profanity and that you stay on topic. The topic is that Dear Woke Christian is a heretic. Please hit the button. I'm begging of you. Please hit that link, my man. If insults seem to be your only defense, why don't you show me? Why don't you show me, my friend? He's feeling the hurt. Come on up in here too, JP. You are welcome as well. The link is here. This is JP, ladies and gentlemen. This is the person that we're commenting on right now. Shout out to JP. He has come up in the chat. Why don't you go and hit that link, my friend? You are welcome. Now, we'll put Yoo-hoo on pause. Oh, well, JP, you are welcome. Please, 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 please. You are more than welcome to come on and tell me, Mr. JP, how I am. Feelings are hurt. Oh, please, please heal my feelings. Please, you are more than welcome. Yeah, you here? So let's do it, my friend. You're welcome. Right. Hey, let's go. Oh my gosh, inferior DNA structure. Oh my gosh. What a profound Scientific statement there. Wow. Inferior DNA. But I'm superior enough to hit the button so I can come on and talk. That's what I'm saying. Emily, we know that, Emily. Yes. Christ is truth. I'm just waiting for these people to get on here. Let's go. JPD64, come on down. You are the next contestant. Let's go. We got to get this dust off here, man. We got to get this dust out of here, man. Come on, man. Come on. Now, I know how you feel, though. I know how you feel right now. You're probably feeling like, you know what, DWC?
I have nothing.
I know that's how you feel, brother. I know, man. And why don't you just come on over here, man, and let's just parse it out, man.
And here we go.
That's it, man. Just come on over here, man. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, man. Come on through. It'd be great to have a conversation with you. This fool said that we worship a white Jesus. Okay. All right. If that's what you say, if that makes you feel good and somehow or another that gives you comfort, then you know what, man, you go forward in your delusion. There you go. I guess that fixes it. It is shameful that you believe that foolishness. I agree 100%. It is a shame that you believe that dumb stuff. It does. It is a shame. It is, man. It's sad. I pray that the Lord heals you of that dumb stuff. Now, Al Sharpton posters on the way. How about you just go ahead and hit that button, my guy? That would be even more. That would be more better than having an Al Sharpton poster. It would be you coming on to tell me what you got to say. I mean, because you're superior in your intellect and your DNA and all that stuff. The Jeopardy music is literally playing in my head. They're not going to come on. Let's go. Who is that? Make sure your camera's on, please. I'm going to ask that whoever that is, that you make sure your camera's on, please. Thank you so much. Gotcha. All right. Now I got a friend of the channel.
Hi.
How are you doing, Raw B? How's it going?
It's going okay. How you doing?
Quite well, thank you. Raw B, I'm a little distraught though. I'm a little distraught. I'm distraught because I wake up this afternoon and I got some major dusty comment right here, Raw B. I don't know if you saw this.
I did. That's me in the chat, my Chaos Brew. That's me.
There you go. I'm a little concerned though. What do you feel about this dusty comment? By the way, that's a great picture, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you. You know, I'm always busy with these graphics. I think that some people hide behind troll accounts because they want to get a rise out of people on social media.
That's fair.
What I find intriguing about this particular commenter is he feels how he feels, yet he's in your live stream. Like, at a certain point, people making comments like this, you have to start reevaluating yourself. If you feel you're better than, why are you here?
That's a phenomenal question. I don't know. Well, remember, he said he's superior. I have inferior DNA. Mm-hmm. So maybe he feels like, I don't know, maybe like being here would help his DNA get more superior.
I don't know. What I find funny is these trolls, right? They be using words and they don't know what the words mean. Sir, I can never be a mammy because I've never raised a white person's children. I've never let a white child suckle from my teat. Therefore, what are you talking about in the chat? You're just saying things to say things because you want a reaction.
Yeah. And I'm today, Lady Dear World Christian is gone. President Firstborn is at a graduation party. I got time. We got time today.
Exactly. I'm glad it sounds personal to you, Yoo-hoo. Maybe you should come over and check out the channel so you can start to get an education and you can know what you're talking about so you can troll effectively. Because while I get that, like, the stuff that y'all say in these comments and in these chats are kind of provoking to people that go up, like, I'm not really interested in what y'all talking about. I'm glad he does dusty comments to highlight the ignorance of some of y'all people. You don't have a life, you don't have a family, you don't have children, you don't go outside, you don't touch grass. And
Touch
this
that
is
grass.
why,
Come on.
right, this is why y'all sit in chats and you say insanity.
Because this is some insanity right here. But by the way, my friend over here, JPD. Now, I gave him an opportunity. He's in the chat. I gave him an opportunity just to click the link like you did, Robbie. Just jump on the
Mm-hmm.
chat and come on up in here. But what is it? He actually has more to say. Dear
Mm,
World Christian, man, you come directly from the pages of a comic book. Typical though, all up in your feelings. Dear
mm,
World Christian, you are officially defeated. Next. Okay. I
mm.
guess so. I guess so. Well, there you go. I've been told. All right. Well, there you go. I love it. I love it. All right. Well, Raw B, since you're here, if you don't mind, tell us a little bit about yourself. We're gonna let them rest for a second. We're gonna let the trolls rest for a few moments and make sure
Yes.
they actually have something to say that's intelligent. It probably won't happen, but please tell me about yourself and what you got going on.
I kind of am just a mom. I just work for a couple nice, really nice places and take care of my family and my husband, living my best life and
Okay.
loving the Lord.
Absolutely.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah,
I don't
absolutely.
understand, who white Jesus is, but Jesus Christ, we love Jesus. Okay.
Absolutely.
And I've just been kind of really staying in my own lane, minding my business, doing content. Do you know? I took your advice, right? And I
Oh, what I say?
changed when you were like, oh, the intro and this, that, and the third. Remember when we had that
Oh, yeah.
conversation? I took your advice. Let me tell you, do you know I have a viral short right now? It's already over 225,000 views.
Really? I need to borrow a
Yeah.
couple thousand views. Can you help me out?
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to help me out. Look. No, that's dope. Okay, so what did you do? What did you change?
Everything. You see, I changed the channel name. I've been changing the format of the content, trying to
Wow.
use like shorter intros, focusing and drilling down and kind of niching out the content. I took a lot of content down too.
I need to do that myself, probably.
Yes, but you need to get into those shorts. Like,
I got a love-hate relationship with shorts because I like to be able to look if I see that I have so many views this month. I like in my mind knowing that the majority of those are from longer form videos. You know what I'm saying? So then when I
mhm.
see that like, you know, 8% of them are from shorts, it makes me a little sad. Like, dang it, that's a lot of those that are not as lucrative as the longer form videos. So, but
this
I
is
understand your point.
this is true, but it also puts you in front of different audiences. So like the trolls that you get, now you might get some more colorful trolls that actually have something, of import to say or
You think it
that's
will?
more entertaining. Yes.
Oh,
I'm
I need
gonna
some entertaining trolls. I do need entertaining trolls.
I got like over 200 and something subscribers from that short.
All right, we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk again then, Robbie. I think you might be onto something.
Yes,
You
let's
might be
get
on.
this money. Let's branch out
I
because
love it.
this is how the algorithm is working. How the algorithm is working, whether content creators like really enjoy shorts or not, it's putting you in front of different audiences, different algorithms, and it's bringing traffic back. Like I've seen the difference in the traffic since that video in the past couple of days.
I got
So
you. I got you. You know what? I'm glad that you're here. You know what? Now I thought about it. I'm glad you're here. Let's have a conversation.
sure.
All right, because this person right here said something that right here. These, I'm assuming he means BW stands for Black women, are the destruction of our community. And I've talked to you before, so I know what you look like. I know who you are. What do you think when you see these videos popping up of mobs of Black women not behaving the way that you do? And if I need to, I'll bring one up. And I got some of them already queued up if you want me to. But I think you know what I'm talking about.
I
What,
just did, I just did a TikTok and a short about it because there was this meme with like this black woman with a degree and a gun in her pocket, pockets full of money, and a bottle of water. Talk about some I am the table. I don't really understand the logic. I don't.
well, I was talking more about like wilding out in public, like being very guttural in public. How does that make you feel as a black woman, highly melanated woman?
That is the loud minority. That's the loud minority, and social media gloms onto it because it fits the caricature that they have been trying to, push since the welfare queen days of Iran-Contra.
Okay.
And a lot of times when you see these quote unquote women in these videos, these are not even necessarily natural born women. A lot of these videos are, transgendered individuals.
Got you.
Just like a lot of the crime you see that's supposed to be black people, a lot of them are Latino.
That's a man right there for sure.
I told you.
I never thought about it actually, but this is wild. So when you see this type of stuff right here, you don't feel any kind of way as a black woman, like, oh, these women are misrepresenting me at all.
No, I do feel that way. I do feel that way, but it's not just a superficial analysis for me. I look at the whole picture because I also know, like, anybody that has brown skin is considered black, and
correct.
They're not. Look at Kamala Harris. She was considered a black woman, and she's not. She's Indian American.
Right.
So it's a bad look, and black women have to do better as a whole as far as calling out the bad behavior or, pulling coattails. Like, listen, sis, that's not cute. It's not a great look for us as a whole. Oh. Okay. Mute yourself. Oh, I was about to say mute yourself, but
Chief Executive Secondborn got her permit yesterday.
Congratulations.
We went driving today, and she's like addicted to driving now. So she's like, Dad, can we go driving? I told her we'll go driving at 6. So she was just telling me that she still has some chores to do. So she's like, we'll just go tomorrow. I like how you just put it on my schedule. And she's sending me like calendar invites, like, we're going to go driving at this time. Like, okay, sure.
That's sweet.
I said, I'm gonna have you driving to church and to school in a real quick minute. So go on, keep playing if you want to. You're gonna be like, dang, I'm driving to school. Yeah, you're gonna be driving. You want to do this? Is what you're doing. But no, I agree with you 100%, Raw B. What is as a woman that this doesn't represent? What is your approach? If you walked out, like I got videos of them fighting at the cruise port and on the plane itself, besides just the normal fighting out in the streets being wild. What is your approach, if you will? What would you say? How would you call black women to acknowledge this as a problem? Or what would you say?
Just for them to really self-evaluate, like, how is this benefiting you? I would talk to them like I talk to my children.
Mm-hmm.
When children are doing something wrong, a lot of people from this community always result to beating, right? They have resulted to beating generationally. So when you use violence to discipline children, that becomes the language in which they speak to the rest of the world. So I believe in actual communication, critical thinking, like, hey, is this to your benefit? How did that work out for you?
Right.
What is the long-term things? And that's how I speak to women that I come in contact with all the time. Like, how is this working out for you? Is this really benefiting you? Is your relationship choices, is that enriching your life or causing you chaos?
I think that's a great question. So let me bring in another good content creator, Brother Quentin from the Independent Mail. He and I were actually on a stream yesterday talking about this topic. Fun fact, we were talking about this topic of the Shiloh Hendricks using the N-word and all that kind of stuff like that. And what have been the ramifications of it? Did you have any opinion about that, by the way?
I think she's a deplorable human being talking to a child like that, and racial undertone notwithstanding, just as a mother talking to another child. As a mother, you see children doing things that is out of pocket, out of character, bad behavior. You gently correct them because they're not your child. But to then turn around and use such a stringent racial tune and say, well, that's what he is. I feel very bad for her child, because if you're willing to be that vitriolic to a stranger's child, what exactly are you willing to say and do to your own child?
Oh, okay. Raw B bringing them. She bringing. We need some sound effects, Quentin. We need like a look. She. I don't know what else to say. We need to pass the plate.
Sir, I almost didn't press the button to come on after she started. I was like, he doesn't mean me in here. I'm like, this lady is cooking with
Raw
natural
B,
gas. But I had to come in here anyway because I couldn't miss the opportunity to get some free posters.
Oh,
Posters? What happened?
Yo, it's a poster giveaway.
The person said they were going to send me some Al Sharpton posters.
Hey, Ben, some Benjamin Crumps.
What's up with
like,
that?
These are collector's editions.
James Cones. I mean, really,
especially if Trolls passing them out, I want some.
Now, the fun fact is the person deleted the comment. So I'm glad we captured it.
Yeah, it was like some PJs and some Yoo-hoos. It was like kids sandwiches and kids drinks or something in here. Yoo-hoos and PBJs. I'm like, let's go. I'm like, y'all not gonna come in here and just team up on my man with the underdeveloped and all that stuff.
I mean, I'm underdeveloped, man. I'm underdeveloped.
I'm like, let's have an underdeveloped convention this afternoon. You know what I mean?
Let's do it. And we got an underdeveloped look. Quentin, by the way, Quentin is from the Independent Mail. Shout out. Make sure you put your link in the chat, by the way. Robbie, can you do the same as well?
I can't do it because I'm not a moderator.
Oh, let's get this fixed. Let's get that resolved. Let me resolve that.
Mr. Willie Doc, how goes it, sir?
Here, we got to fix that problem real quick.
Oh, thank you.
There we go. We got you fixed.
But wait. Why are you doing that though, real quick? If you scroll back up to the last comment the troll made at 413, these horrid Black women pollute our community. So this is a self-hatred problem.
Yeah. He's it's a self-hatred problem. But he claims that Hebrew Israelites, which are basically black racists, that they or black eugenics, that they have a superior understanding than the less melanated. So it's actually the same. It's really two sides of the exact same coin. Well, go ahead.
This is the thing, because I know some Hebrew Israelites, and shout out to all of y'all. Y'all are amazing. Just like every other extremist group, y'all doing a lot.
Yeah, I'm being general. I will admit I am being general, but go ahead.
Yeah, like they do a lot. And here's the thing. When you all die, and die you all shall, and you go up to Jesus Christ and you in front of the pearly gates, just remember, Raw G. Just say, hey, person concierge, can you please call Raw G to the stand? Because I want to sit there and have a conversation. Now, see, I know, God. I be asking God a lot. There's oftentimes I'll be like, God, when they die and they gotta come talk to you, please, just call my spirit, Lord. Just call me so we can have the conversation.
I totally get you. I totally get what you're saying. And I think when the smoke clears, as we are looking here at and I'll pull in this video that says the person deleted their comment. That is so funny, man. That person, after all that smoke he was giving me, deleted his comment. Oh man, I really hate when they do that. I really hate that. All right, let me pull this in. So this
they don't know that you in StreamYards. You could just scroll back up though. In StreamYards, you could scroll.
Yeah, I got you. No, I want the comment that they left on the video. That's what I'm
talking about. Okay. Oh, they deleted that one?
They deleted that one.
Now I know good at now you trolling with the inferior DNA. Yo, went over there. Boy, girl.
I mean, that's some low tiered. So this looks weird with us like this. So this is the video that we're referring to. And it's a video about Shiloh Hendricks. And I had a conversation with these two men about that on Thursday. Super cool conversation. Great discussion between all three Christian men discussing the problem with what Shiloh did and the response accordingly. Now, I only brought that up because this person was in the comments and left a comment and they're gone. Let me make sure. Yeah, it's gone. He deleted his comment. Shout out to him, man. I love when you delete the comments, man. That is some low tier stuff right there.
Like, stand on it, my man.
Stand on your business, man. You talking trash. All right. Well, anyway, but let us continue. Oh, wait. Hey, but he's right here. There we go. Well, there you go. That is the inferior DNA that's talking right now.
But he hate himself. So, you could put all these maps of, what is that, Africa? What is it, velvet? Is that Africa?
Oh, no, that looks like
What is that, velvet?
That looks like Middle Earth, man.
I love it. This is the only the thing I find interesting about this whole thing, and I knew it would be the case, and this is the main reason why I bothered to not do a live stream to the one person that watches my video game channel and came on here was because I knew that these comment leavers would not accept your live stream invite. I knew they wouldn't. Like, he still got so many typies to put in when he could easily articulate his stance and show his superiority live for all of us to behold, but yet he won't do it.
And relish in.
I'm like, we can all behold and bask in his greatness, but he won't do it. Why not?
Because if he come up here, then we're going to hear that he sounds like a dweeb. He's going to come up here sounding like Steve Urkel. Hey guys, you know what? That's not inferior DNA because it's the black women that's growing our community. And how dare you?
And the reason why I can agree with what you're saying is because even his comments are a bunch of talking points that aren't original, that we've seen 1,000 times before.
1,000 times.
We've seen this already.
1,000 times.
You know what? Truth be told, that's probably we on simping and a troll account. Boop.
I agree with you 100%. Yeah, I just thought that was interesting. Like, I just said it's going to be a dusty comment. I want to go ahead and give that dusty comment that work, and I got my good friends to help me dust.
Hey, we got to come in with some Swiffers every once in a while.
Every now and then, man, got to get them baseboards. And go and get them baseboards in the corners. Come on, y'all mamas know about that. Shout out. Happy Mother's Day to all moms.
Exactly.
Happy Mother's Day to all mothers. I see Miss Mandy in here. I see Foxy Roxy as well. If I miss you or I don't say Happy Mother's Day, please accept Happy Mother's Day to all moms in the chat. Thank you so much for what you do to be a great support for our communities, our communities, plural, everybody, every one of y'all is helping. So shout out to y'all so much. Thank y'all. See, Future says it right here. We got to sweep it all out.
The brooms out.
We got the brooms out.
Yes.
I'm giving JP time. Now, JP's welcome to click on that link.
I was like, he might be just, getting a clean shirt and, whatnot.
Yeah, man, go brush your teeth, man. Get the stuff out the corner of your eyes. Got your mom's basement. But still, like, that's my.
Oh, yeah, you do have the camera. No, it wasn't. Because you have the camera requirement.
Yeah, you got to have the camera on. Got to have the camera on.
I get a little bit of grace because that's me. That's me right there. But y'all trolleys, you got to turn your camera on. We got to see how dirty your house is. We got to see all the cobwebs and the spider webs, all the foolish stuff that y'all got.
All the pizza boxes and the Red Bull cans, with all of that.
Man, come on now. Come on. I mean, because this is superior intellect. Remember, he has a superior intellect than us. His brain is more developed. So we got to see how do they do it? Oh,
I want to see the wall-to-wall books. That's what I want to see. I want to see the mahogany library. Where this broadcast from.
There you go. Yeah, don't hate on the Red Bull cans, man. Come on now.
Listen, when you got 67 of them, because you ain't never picked up.
Oh man, I really want to. I mean, I hate that he deleted the comment like that. That's some low tier stuff right there, my guy. I already screenshotted most of it though.
Oh my God, Foxy Roxy said, and the Bud Lights.
And you know it's gonna be some Marlboro in there too, though, or some Newports. Come on now, don't let me talk about you, JP. Don't let JP. The best you can do is come in and set me straight. I will jettison my guests off the show, and we will just let you and me have a conversation.
Placeholders.
Yeah, we just
superior intellect and DNA.
Right, that's all they doing.
And I mean, I'm just being, what did y'all say about me in the chat? Y'all said I was a mammy and a horrible black. I'm gonna be all of that today, just for you.
And going back to the because I did see one of the comments was regarding black women ruining society, as well as I think he followed up with the Black people in general, and that's fine. Again, it's not something we haven't seen before, but the reason I can appreciate that comment is because I'm gonna assume, Raji, and I'm actually going to make sure I click this link in and subscribe, so I know what kind of content you got going on over there. But I know for certain that Mr. DWC calls out tomfoolery and foolishness, even if it is within our own community.
Yeah, absolutely.
As an independent channel, I have as well. So I understand that there is some bad behavior, within the community that can be policed, that we can, improve and whatnot. And I think that there are people in spaces that are trying to push forth and do that. My only question is, why is it that we have to be represented by the worst of our community, and everyone else gets to be represented by the best of theirs?
Okay, because it's what sells.
I gotta push back on that. There are instances, Quentin, and you and I have talked about this before. And we're going to, and by the way, if you are not Black, this is an intra-ethnic group conversation. You are welcome to eavesdrop and add your 2 cents to this conversation. But I'm just going to talk to Raw B and Quentin right now. But you've had this experience where growing up, you spoke proper. Okay. I was always Belinda's proper speaking child. I was always, that's James' proper speaking boy. Now we know that. Say again.
That's one way to put it.
Right. That's how my relatives called me, and such like that. But we know that part of our shtick for Black people is that we don't necessarily elevate that type of behavior. I'm the first one in my family to go to college, and good gracious, I have 2 degrees. You can give it up. I'm by myself.
Gotcha.
And been by myself for a while. We don't elevate doing well. We elevate being hood. We elevate being less ratchet, but you don't see that primarily in other people groups. They elevate when somebody
basically goes, you answered my question with basically is we the reason for that, because
we are our own worst enemies.
As a whole, that's what we end up elevating, and I'll agree with that. That's one of my biggest gripes with certain entertainment that I won't consume for that certain reason, like your BMEs and all of that stuff.
Right.
And the thing is, you will have super educated, ultra professional people within our community that consume it, and they'll be like, well, it's just entertainment and I can tell the difference between, but my point is, like you're saying, that stuff and that behavior is what gets elevated and not people actually achieving things. And then that's why I think the masses probably don't know that we can achieve stuff without someone giving it to us. And I think that's another reason that misconception is easily disseminated, partially, like you pointed out, some of our own doing.
Right.
That's unfortunate.
If you look, let's use white people as an example. You don't see white people elevating what's called white trash.
No, they literally act like it doesn't exist.
They try their best to
get it out of my face.
Whereas we pretend like the only way to live is south of 20. Okay, I'm sorry, and I don't know why we do that. We are our own worst enemies. We have so much good in a highly melanated community that we can celebrate, that we can really focus on, that we can zero in on and multiply and reproduce. But no, we say, nah, if you ain't this, that's it.
You know what it is?
Go ahead.
It's jealousy. It's a crab in the barrel mentality. You actually have the ability, the capability, and the wherewithal to do X, Y, and Z. I'm struggling with that. So instead of pushing myself to be better, to do better, I'm going to diminish your achievements, your capabilities, because I am incapable or unwilling to do so. That's the problem.
Hold on one second, Robbie. Go. She preaching. I don't even believe in female preachers, but we're gonna let you preach today. There we go.
You act like you wanted me to start prancing around over here right quick. I'm like, come on now.
No, you're 100% correct. And I mean, we are our own worst enemies in this regard. We put ourselves in that crab in the barrel, the trick bag, whatever you want to call it, instead of saying, hey, we can do better than this. And I don't know. I think you saw, Quentin, the fight video I put up from Twitter.
I didn't. I don't.
You don't want to see it. Yeah, I'm trying not to get.
Yeah, you see, I'm like, nah.
Right. Yeah, see, this is Apex. Apex, I can't have you coming up in here doing this again today. We just can't do this, man. We just cannot. Apex says, also, those who have achieved excellence will still tell our community that white man is holding us back.
No, sir. No, sir. No, ma'am. No, sir. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interject.
Go ahead.
They haven't achieved excellence. They've achieved financial equity. That is not excellence. Because people that have achieved excellence, that maintain financial equity, what they do is they pour back into the community. They reach back, they educate, they elevate the community. This is why sometimes I have a problem with some of the institutions within our community. See, they'll get the money and then they'll lock the doors and tell you to give them your last $20. Because even though God said, close the doors. Yes. Even though God said you should tithe, it is good, of course, to put money into the storehouse. However, it is more than money that it takes to build the storehouse. See, a lot of people forget about the widow's mite. See, a lot of people forget that God said the woman that put in the 2 pennies, her offering was worth more than people that heaped gold into the coffers because it was the last of what she had. Yeah. But I'm gonna be quiet because it's too much education this Saturday afternoon.
No, go ahead, Quinn. You like about to say something?
I'm not gonna say anything. I have a question once you get ready to make the point.
To defend Apex, and again, maybe I'm reading it and I'm understanding it differently. I'm not saying that excellence means that we've achieved some kind of higher and superior, but just the matter of the fact, like, hey, we've moved on from ramen noodles and fighting at Greenbrier Mall. We've moved out of that space and we're doing something better for our community, better for ourselves and those people around us. So I didn't see it as just primarily saying that that I've reached some high level of superiority, but that was it. So, but go ahead, Quentin. What you got?
Well, it's funny, Apex's comment is sparking so many comments because it's like, now I have something to say about that in relevance to what you were saying. But I want to go back to the original question about, like we were saying, achieving within the community and elevating and praising and supporting that as opposed to the tomfoolery, so to speak. Right. How do we change that within the community? Because it's one thing to identify it and talk about it, but it's like, how do we wholesale try to make a shift in the psyche with that? Because that is something that's ridiculously prevalent. Like, it's celebrated, you went and did a bid, and nobody cares that you went and got a degree. Like, and that's not something that just started. We've been doing that since Chris Rock talked about it in the stand-up probably 2 decades ago. And we still do it.
Okay, no, I like it. What you got, Robbie?
This is the thing. That speaks to the system of white supremacy that everybody talks about. It's media images and narratives that are pushed out, right? Because you got to be a YN. You got to have bandos. You got to be living your best life. You got to have Gucci, Fendi, Prada, even though China is now telling us that that costs $12. Thank you for paying $25,000 for something that costs $12. You understand what I'm saying? So it's an ingrained mentality that our people have. And then when you have Black media, because that's what Black YouTube is, Black media, pushing positive narratives, some entities try to suppress that because how dare you know your history? How dare you speak life to your people? Because we did not come here as humans. Let's be honest. Let's rip the Band-Aid off. We're still listed as 3/5 in the United States Constitution. We are the remainder of a problem. So we are dehumanized in all aspects of our representation in society and the culture. We are sex objects. We are money entities. We are, just industry puppets for America. Even now, look at the white woman. Shiloh is the best example of this. She dehumanized a child, and she's about to be a millionaire for dehumanizing a child. So that shows what this society thinks about us. And until parents themselves start ingraining into their children that you do not need to be validated by this society, until that becomes, the code that we stand on. If there's anything that should be on code, is the messages that we download and input into our children, because everything else, everybody's grown. They're going to do what they want to do. But there needs to be a handbook that goes around to every Black person. They give you pamphlets in the hospital how to breastfeed. Here's a pamphlet on what to say to your Black child in America.
I can dig it.
Now, Carmelo Anthony, I'm just saying this real quick. I'm going to go. Carmelo Anthony, unfortunately, made a bad decision. And he made a bad decision because his parents let him believe that certain behaviors was okay. His parents didn't teach him the proper etiquette and protocol on how to handle a bully, on how to handle a tense and conflictious situation. And everybody that wants to say that self-defense, that's great to say. But to the letter of the law, especially in that jurisdiction, is it self-defense? It's not looking like it. Now, he may not get capital, deletion, but I don't really believe he's going to get a self-defense judge or charge, but I'm gonna be quiet.
No, I agree with you. You said a lot. And I think the last part that you said, I think we could really spend a lot of time on, which is conflict resolution amongst the highly melanated community. We need to teach our children how to handle conflict apart from throwing hands. Because a lot of times they just feel like, wherever you did the sin is where we get it in. And they fight in airports, they fight on planes, they fight on cruise ships. Which just takes my breath away. Like, how are you going to be on a cruise ship fight? That makes no sense. But I digress. That's something we need to work on. It's not because we're inferior. It's not because we're not able to. It's the fact that we just don't do it, and we haven't raised our children to deal with conflict, deal with challenges in a way that maybe still gets the point across, apart from physical conflict, physical violence. Or we just got to do a better job at it. What you got, Q? Quentin, what you lucky?
This has happened to be 2 days in a row where I just found out about something I didn't want to know about on one of these live streams. I literally just Googled Carmelo Anthony with a K and was like, okie dokie. Like, I didn't know about all the Shiloh stuff yesterday before I was on the live with you and JR. I didn't know about this and this deleting situation.
Well, you didn't know about that?
No.
Oh, bro,
dude, I told you I've been knee deep into these series studies, and so I've been missing a lot of the hottest news stories or whatever going around. So yeah, this is, bro, that
was almost air.
Yo,
like the last, bro. Okay? Hey, well,
yeah.
Okay, then you don't have to jump. Well, we can still talk about conflict resolution.
No, well, and this is the thing. This is what I'm loving about this whole overall live stream for today, and this is something I love about DWC in general. This was supposed to have been quasi-negative, somewhat of a messy live stream, messing with dusty comments, and then all of a sudden, there's a productive conversation going on.
Oh no, I love having productive conversations.
No, I'm just saying, I love how this went from the PBJs and the Yoo-hoos to where we ended up. This is fantastic.
Amen. And I mean, this is what it should be. And I know you don't see me all the time dropping down in the chat, but I definitely been coming through and in the clouds listening. That's why I was like, I was going to click the link today, even if I only stay for a little while, because it's more than time for our people to start having great conversations. Like, the messy stuff is cool. It's fun, right? It's fun. We all like a little bit of mess. It's great. But it gets to the land of delusion. And we don't really have the time for delusion. It's already been a good 500 years that has been stripped from us, a disadvantage, if you will. And in 500 years, the highest capital gains that we have as a people is $125,000, whereas other races is $925,000, almost $1 million as a net average. That's a big disparity gap.
Huge.
And I had to do some introspectiveness, and it's hard to detox from the drama, but I can't let that dramatic energy into my mind space, because I'm actually trying to create legacy, not only for my children, but for my people. Like, as I sit back and I watch things, like even Pop the Balloon. Now, I'm not hating on the lady. Good for her. She's made it all the way to Netflix.
Yeah.
But what does that really say about our culture? You have a bunch of superficial people making snap decisions based off things that can be modified or elevated, not actually having the conversations about core values and characteristics. Like that's the representation of Black people.
I'm very confused by Pop the Balloon. I'm very confused I didn't say it as eloquently as Raw B did. Raw B bringing eloquence up in here tonight. But I've been very like, wait, how are you making decisions like this? Like literally the person walks around the corner and they pop in a balloon. Or if you're not familiar, if you're not familiar with this trend, it's a dating show trend where 20 women get a balloon or 20 men get a balloon, and one person, a member of the opposite sex basically comes out and introduces themselves. And if they want to date the person or want to engage with the person, they'll keep the balloon. And then of course, if they don't, they pop the balloon. I've just been like, I don't watch it, but I've seen tons of clips of it.
Yeah, because people react to it everywhere.
Wait, how is that a thing? So I agree with you, Raw B. Like, I'm gonna have to go back and clip out what you said. As I always say, I will have to edit that. I'm gonna edit my voice into that joint. But again, those snap decisions, like, and making, dare we say, long-term decisions within a split second. Person walk around the corner, he got dusty shoes on, pop. That's insane. And we okay with it though. That's the part that I don't get. We are okay with it as a highly melanated people. We just let them go. Like, that's crazy.
Because at the end of the day, it's about sexual seduction. That's all it's about. Understand, that is all Pop the Balloon is about. Sexual seduction.
Not many even get to any core questions as far as what they do for a living and all of that stuff. It's straight superficial stuff, like how hot this person is or is not pop.
Right, which is unfortunately the downfall of our society. Oh, you look good. Oh, I could smash on you. Now we stuck with these kids, and I hate you because the things that are important to me are not important to you.
Well, that's what's interesting, because it's advertised as a dating show when actually it's just a hookup show.
At best,
say it again. Say it again.
We need the organ. We need the organ again. Hold on, let me get the organ ready.
Well, I'm just saying, it's miscategorized. It's a hookup show. It's not Match.com. It's Plenty of Fish, or for the eyeballs. So come on, man, don't make me. I want to robe and I want to step when you do that. Now stop. I'll get my Jamal going on in here.
Well, I wouldn't be able to be on Pop the Balloon.
Why not?
Because I'd come around the corner and I would say,
I have nothing.
And it would sound like a shootout. Pop, 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 pop.
I can't.
They said, ain't got nothing for me. So I'm just going to stay right here with Lady Dear World Christian. And I'm going to let y'all go on
exactly.
Y'all just do that.
That is too funny. I can't.
No, I think you're right on the money, though. That's a very keen observation. Like, yeah, again, shout out they got on Netflix. I ain't mad at people get on Netflix, but add something better. Maybe add a different component. Now you got that out there. Can you get a competitor to Shark Tank? How about that? Can you get a equivalent to that?
To what Raji was saying, this is what we have the appetite for. Netflix only picked it up because it was shown that that's what we have the appetite for, this superficial hookup show. Right now, we haven't shown that we have an appetite for that Shark Tank version that you're talking about.
No, you know why? Because you can't say that. As a black person, you can't say that. You can't say that, your politics might be in alignment with Donald Trump's politics, even though he may be, racist. Newsflash, this is America. It's 2025. The majority of people in society, white, Spanish, black, whatever, are a little bit racist. But can you have common grounds on policy and politics? Absolutely so. But if you're black, you're a raccoon. Black people say this to each other. Meanwhile, black people as a whole do not understand politics, because if they did, they would never vote for the Democratic Party. And what I find even crazier about that is y'all all voted for Biden, and he called you super predators and said you were less than.
He did. Let's say they'll forget that. But
no, it's not that they forget it, DWC. It's that they don't know. They weren't taught that in school. Their parents are lackluster. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of black parents think that, well, I sent them to school so they get their education. No, ma'am, no, Pam, no, sir. This to Mother's Day, to all my mothers, happy mother. Being a mother is supplementing the education that your children get from a supremacist society that's holding you back. You know what I'm saying? It's giving them books and essential information. It's taking them to historical places. It's enriching them as a total human being. See, at school, they're teaching them how to pass tests, how to elevate to the next level in this lexicon, in this game of chess. But in order to really be a chess master, you have to be able to see the whole playing board. You have to teach your children to be 3-dimensional, 5-dimensional thinkers. School is not teaching them that.
I can dig it. You play chess, Robbie?
Absolutely, I do.
Okay. Quentin, I know you do.
Not good. Not.
I'm less than not good, so don't worry about it. We will not be asking Robbie to go to whatever, was it Yahoo? You can play chess online? No,
yeah, you can on there.
I'm not going to get beat. I ain't got no time for it. No, I agree with you 1,000%. You are right on the money. I do think we should do a better job, but to the point we were saying about, like, for example, the people from Pop the Balloon are on Netflix, but are they? And again, that might be what the quote unquote black community has an appetite for. Mm-hmm. But we are only 13-14% of the population here in the United States. There are tons of other people that would probably be interested in some other type of product. So can those people recycle that money into another type of product? I just threw out the Shark Tank example. Mm-hmm. Where businesses, young entrepreneurs are able to pitch their business idea and get funding to do it or whatever like that. Something that will better people rather than, because I think we all can agree, Pop the Balloon, the Housewives, reality television doesn't make us better in any way, shape, or form. But I think we need to start investing in things that do make us better, and not just us, but make society better as an overall long-term package. But that's just my little 2 cents there.
I mean, that would be great, but this is the thing, right? Let's be honest, in order to do something like that, it would take somebody that is really wealthy already, because the advertising budget you would need behind it to get it in front of people's faces and make it viral is going to be stupendous. Yes.
I disagree 100%.
Golden Girls.
You know why?
Huh?
I disagree 100%. You know why?
Why?
Because Pop the Balloon didn't have a big budget.
But the difference is
you could start and here I'm literally just spitballing this. You could do, now that Pop the Balloon has moved to, Tyler Perry Studios or wherever, you still got that empty studio, and you literally reach out to young entrepreneurs that want to pitch their business idea, and you just started a new one. Build the Pop the Balloon business edition. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. But you don't need a big, I don't believe that you need a big budget if you really have the desire to see something come together. And I know that because I've been doing this YouTube thing for almost 4 years. I still don't got a big budget. I mean, so I'm just saying, like, for example, if we said, hey, we're in Atlanta. I think Pop the Balloon was in Atlanta. At one point, there's one of them.
Arizona.
They're in Arizona. I'm sorry. Okay, so they're in Arizona. They put out an ask and say, hey, if you're a young entrepreneur that's working on a business, and you have these type of things in place already, and you want to pitch it, we will help pitch your business and give you a 5-minute advertising spot so you can talk about your business and pitch it out there. And just allow that to grow. And you can recycle the money from your Netflix into it. So you do have a moderate size budget. Just my little 2 cents.
Yeah, I mean, and I hear you, right? And that's amazing. It's amazing. It is amazing that you feel that way. But here's the thing. With Pop the Balloon wound up reaching the level of popularity that it did because of this. There was a whole bunch of things to unpack and nitpick about the Black community. Pop the Balloon reached a level of virility because they didn't require an advertising budget. Everybody else advertised for them. So you have content creators like MTR. MTR just got a whole bunch of
claims.
Copyright claims because he actually propelled their notoriety, and now they have management that's making their content copyright claim material. So I'm sorry, whatever, the lady, she's a smart lady. She let everybody else in the community do the work for her for free, and now she's going to capitalize off the back end. That's why the show was made as salacious as it was made. Now, if we're talking about something that's not going to be salacious, is going to improve and elevate the community, people are not going to share that. Take, for instance, look at the 10K project. There was people trying for $100 investment, trying to teach and educate young Black entrepreneurs how to get to $10,000. So people will throw hundreds of dollars at like certain content creators. I don't want to name drop on your show, but they'll throw hundreds and hundreds of dollars at content creators. Well, when it comes to throwing money into their own investments, they won't. Even MTR today, I hate to name drop him, but it's a lesson that actually encompasses all of this.
It's okay.
Because even on his show today, he said this is the first investment, well, not the first investment, but he's starting now to invest back into his platform. So people throw all of this money at content creators and they don't even invest back into the platform that is actually earning them money. So when we're talking about something that's educational, what's the draw? It has to be a level of salaciousness until that becomes the normalized standard.
I got you. And hear me, I'm not trying to be cantankerous. I guess because you said a lot of stuff I want to talk about, because I don't know what happened to MTR. So I'm going to ask you about that in a second. But I guess my thought process is I tend to come up with ideas a lot. Quentin knows this. I'm pretty notorious for this. If you give me enough time, I can come up with 10 ways to promote a small YouTube channel. Like, let's say again, the Shark Tank alternative that we just came up with. I can come up with some ways to push it equal to what's being done with Pop the Balloon and his viral. Now, I might not make it viral, but we can come up with some ways. So I feel like I can do that. And maybe I could be wrong.
Here's the one question I have with your execution in that, in comparison to Pop the Balloon, in the ways that Raji was spelling out. How do you have that show have other people react to it and propel it the same way Pop the Balloon did? Because what she was pointing out, Pop the Balloon had that happen for a bunch of different reasons. One, it was a lot of, like she was saying, misbehavior with the Black community overall. But then you had a lot of red pill people pick it up so they could nitpick what females were doing. So you had all of these different factions that had reasons to do reactions on that, particular show. What would give other content creators reasons to make reaction videos to this new, Black Shark Tank or whatever show that would propel it the same way Pop the Balloon did? And that's why originally she was saying that a big budget would be needed to launch it like that. Because it may not have the same, secondary, promotion for free that Pop the Balloon ended up having.
Perfect. Got you. You could make, let's say we're using the Pop Balloon people and they're now in Netflix and they now have that ad agency or marketing agency, which is a horrible idea. Never do that. Don't ever do that. You do not need to get a marketing agency like that, because what they do is exactly what I'm assuming what happened with MTR, because it happened to me, is that they will copyright that information. They'll take your content and copy strike everybody. They'll even copy strike your friends. I mean, everybody will get a copyright strike on that. If that's what happened to MTR, that's exactly what happened to me. But back to my point. Let's say they did, and they say, hey, if you would promote our Shark Tank alternative, we will allow you to now continue to react to our Pop the Balloon content. So remove this copyright off, because they can do that. They can take the copyright off. So you can say, hey, MTR and Independent Mail and Raw B, they have our permission to use our content. The copyrights will go away. So all those strikes will go away. And now you have the right to react to the Pop the Balloon, as long as you react to our share that
as well.
You could do that. I mean, that would be a way. Or you could just say, hey, again, I think that would be a good way to do it. And you don't have to spend any extra money. Now, if you want to say you want to start sending love offerings out there, say, hey, if you push my content and it gets so many impressions, I'll send you a little love offering, or I'll send you a new microphone, or we'll help you out with your studio, or whatever like that. I mean, it's not above. So I think there's some options and some ways to get around it.
Yeah, that is affiliate marketing, right? Which is dope.
Yeah, you can become an affiliate. There you go. We become an affiliate. Yep.
Right. But I could kind of understand why they copyrighted their stuff. Now their stuff, I mean, it already was global, but now it's globalized to a corporate level, right?
No, I got you. I ain't mad at them, but I know what happened, because like I said, that happened to me. I literally had somebody that happened to me, where they had recorded something and it went viral. This ad agency or marketing company reached out to the owner and said, hey, we would love to push it. And she said, sure, sign that contract. And everybody woke up the next morning with 3 copyright strikes. Everybody woke up with 3 copyright. And I'm like, yo, I called her, like, what happened? And it was bad. And she ended up having to get a legal involved, and it actually got out of the contract, and everybody was fine. But it took a lot of jerry rigging. So is that what happened with MTR? By the way, I don't know what happened with it.
Yeah, like it's claims, copyright claims, because once somebody puts their stuff through a certain thing, it's gonna catch it up. But the thing that people don't realize is, as content creators, you have the ability to claim
your
other people's content as well. Yeah, like if you have the copyright match tool, you can claim whatever you want to claim.
But a lot of people don't do it. I mean, there's an unspoken, I guess. There's a kind of like an unspoken that we all work together. We allow, like, I would never copyright Quentin if he was doing a reaction to my content, or Raw B, you're welcome to use this video if you want to, clip some clips out of it and use it. I would never do that. And I've had people do reaction to my stuff and not be favorable to me. I mean, it's the game. I mean, whatever. It is the game. Who knows? Maybe the dude that was talking trash, maybe they'll do a video on me. I don't care. I'm not gonna lose any sleep about it.
Right, but this is the thing. It's one thing to get explicit consent, as opposed to just taking somebody's stuff and doing what you want to do with their original work. Because unfortunately, the YouTube space has become a lazy space. And a lot of people swear they're reactors. You're not a reactor unless you pull segments from a video and you intersperse it with your own work. If you're sitting there and you have a YouTube video going in the background, and then the video just chilling going in the background, and you pausing it, that's not transforming the work.
Yeah, and we talked about that, Quentin. We talked about that. Yeah, and I'm trying to get out of that habit, because I've done that far more than I'm comfortable with. But you are correct, Robbie. You are correct. And
you're creative. You're better than that. Listen, because this is the thing. And I'm going to tell you, as a OG on YouTube streets, you could be super cool with somebody today, and then they decide they don't like you the next day. And then they put 50-11 copyright strikes on you, and your channel's going. At one time I had to copyright strike somebody. It was 128 strikes in one day.
That's a lot of strikes.
They kept using my content, and I asked them nicely to stop. So, but this is the thing, like when you have actually transformed a thing, though, right? Because I've also had big major companies come at me with copyright claims, and I've disputed it and won. Take for instance Rihanna. I had a 16-second intro where I had remixed a couple of songs. They tried to claim it because I remixed it so well that on the music match tool, it was matching as one song.
Right.
I broke it down and explained it. It was lifted. They can't do nothing about it.
See?
Even movie clips, like those movie clip channels, you know why they get monetized? Because there's certain parameters and time limits that you can use for frames.
Right.
And then also how they're presenting the information, it's changed up. And during COVID, let's just rip the Band-Aid off. During COVID, a lot of people saw this as easy money. It was easy money because it was a surplus of useless money in the economy. Those of us that saved our extra pennies during COVID, salute. Those of you that wasted it, you a fool. But you know, like,
right.
That's where, I don't know. Our community gives me a headache.
She gives a headache. No, I agree with you 100%. Quentin, you agree?
Yeah. Hey.
Quentin said, I can't even say anything. I'm just doing my thing. No, I agree. So hopefully, I mean, I would love to see some other ways that we can start. And I don't know if the highly melanated community has an appetite to move into clearer waters and safer harbors where we're actually doing and trying to better ourselves as individuals, as families, and as an overall community. I don't know if we have the appetite for it. I think we are kind of predisposed and we enjoy because of cultural upbringings, not because of inferior DNA, but just because of cultural upbringings that we kind of are given prone to shenanigans.
And it's easy.
It's a lot easier to just be
status quo is easier.
Yeah. So I don't know, but I would love to see, some like, okay, Quentin has made a come up and Quentin decides, you know what, I'm about to reinvest into, I'm just surprised how many people don't reinvest into their YouTube content. I mean, I understand, but I'm just kind of surprised. Like, man, yeah, that should have been job number one. Like, just start after you got your lights, your camera, your mic, build this thing up, man. You got to get you an editor, get you a virtual assistant, get, that kind of stuff right there.
Oh my God. Do you know how much editing costs? It costs a lot. These people are cheap.
You're right. But, okay. All right. Watch this. Invest in editing software and learn how to do it. There you go.
That's you talk about people that are lazy.
Oh, well, then you're gonna be a struggle streamer
right now,
forever.
I don't know what to tell you.
You're gonna be a struggle streamer forever. If you don't like being a struggle streamer, I do not like being a struggle streamer, and so I try my best to reinvest as best I can because I don't want to be a struggle streamer.
I know, but this is the thing. You have a desire for greatness. You have a desire for greatness. Quentin has a desire for greatness. I have a desire for greatness. Do you know when I first started coming with my moving avatar and everything else? Oh, she's so extra. Why is you doing it? All of that is not necessary. Now, 5-6 years later, I see the same people that was talking that craziness doing the same thing that I was doing. So this is where it becomes the problem. Like, if you're an innovator, you're busy and you're about your business, people find a problem with that, which takes it back to what I said earlier, because they see it as a effort and futility or what they are lacking in. So in our community, this becomes the overarching point and dynamic. We got to stop trying to lack, stop trying to get away with the bare minimum. And just because it looks good, fully understand that it ain't good for you. Sure, you could go live just like this. Because I see some people that go live just like this, honey.
Oh, wait, what is that? Wait, hold on. Wait, why do you have something different?
Oh, no, that's just... Yes, but no, just like this. With just your avatar.
Okay, go ahead. I'm listening.
With this, they avatar on, and they get thrown super chats and cash apps. So this becomes the standard. So if I could do the bare minimum, if I could be sitting in my house, booty butt cheek naked or in my underwear, just talking my mess.
Hold it.
Not me. Not me.
More super chats.
That might be me, but don't tell nobody though. I mean,
yeah,
because you know what though? Because y'all might say, Jason, what you wearing?
I have nothing.
I'm kidding. God. Or am I? I don't know. Oh my gosh. No, go ahead. Wait, now I'm a little bit mad, Raw B. Wait, so that moving what is that I'm looking at then? What is that?
Oh, this is just one of the several thousand graphics that I do. You know, I do a lot. Because I told you I changed the
How do you do? I want to know why that's moving and it's not your avatar. Because now I think I need it. I do think I need that in my life.
Yeah, email me. I got you. I'll give you a friends and family price, but I got you. Yeah,
no, I'm gonna pay the regular price. No, I need that in my life. Okay, no, okay.
See, this is one that goes in the loop. Like, listen,
I'm a little bit upset now. I thought that was this. Raw B, I thought that was this.
Yeah, that's
no,
not
no,
that.
sir. No, it's not that.
It's not that.
It's not that. I just, we're talking the back end.
Okay, yeah, okay.
I've been doing this.
DWC
lady got skills.
I know, right? I know y'all like seeing me, but y'all might want to see, the sexy AI DWC.
Watch yourself.
I got you.
Oh, it's gonna be a thing. Oh, it's a thing.
Yes, Quentin, I got you too. I hook you up. Listen.
Oh, look, Quentin, like, whoa, hold on.
Yo,
look at him.
We like graphics and stuff.
Yeah.
Look, I'm typing the email right now as we speak.
Listen, and this is how we improve and elevate the community. When I know everybody always say, "Oh, everybody want the discount." Okay, like you offer your people the discount because it may be beneficial. But most times when you offer somebody a discount, but they really believe in your product and your business, they're not going to take the discount anyway. Now, some people will take the discount because, honey, they need that discount. And that's cool too. Like, it's all right to look out for your people. I don't understand where we have gotten the logic that, well, just because I can overcharge you, just because I can take you through the paces, then I should.
No, we're gonna make that happen because I don't know how. I've never done that. I really did not know what that was. I didn't know what that was, but I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm putting a picture in this email. I'm putting a picture in this email right now. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. And tell me I'm like, look, I'm as well send it right now.
Okay.
No, that is dope. I didn't know. Okay. So when you say you do graphics and such of that nature, that's what you're referring to.
Yes, all the intros and stuff you see. Like I did a intro where I wound up doing a lip sync with the AI. I created a little song and stuff for my channel. Listen, don't be playing no games.
Oh, okay. So let me. Okay. Here we go. Then. All right. So we gotta push the community. Have you done any course or a class on how to do that?
No.
For content creators. Then you need to do that, Robbie. A simple $10 class or however much is realistic to do real quick how to do an AI, because AI is those little Pixar videos are killing it, and how to take a video and turn it into a Pixar video so it can maybe get more views or something. I don't know. It's something simple. I think that would be killer.
I agree.
Don't talk yourself out of it. Don't talk yourself out of it.
I know you caught me. You caught me right. You caught me.
I hear you. I hear you stumbling. I'm like, yeah, I know you trying to talk your way out of it. Nope. All the no's.
Let me make myself a note of that right now.
Yeah, just like a real quick $10 course or whatever's reasonable. Again, how to. Because I would love to take like one of my struggle videos and turn it into a Pixar video. Maybe it'll do better. If that's something simple, if it's something that I can do some editing or look, how about, okay, go on, you got your notepad? I told you, struggle to thriving from and how to take a struggle video and re-edit it for better retention or better views or better whatever.
Yeah, I need to do that because don't tell nobody else. But I am a channel editor on some channels as well. Like I just be keeping it to myself.
Well, I'm saying like, no, if you could just teach people, say, hey, I'm trying to limit, you only have so much time in the day, but you say, hey, I can teach you for $100 how to look at your video critically, your struggle video, what maybe needs to change, be augmented or adjusted so that you can get better retention. Because everybody's got videos on their channel that they thought were going to burn down the world and they barely even smolder in it. So maybe you can show them how to do that.
Maybe. I'm gonna pray on it. I'm gonna let the spirit
pray on it. Y'all type Raw B in the chat. Y'all type Raw B in the chat. Just spam Raw B. I'm gonna pray on it. That is the most. Let me give you a Hammond B3 for that. So while you praying, here, this is what you think about while you praying. This is what you're gonna be thinking about right here. And now your prayer should be close to over.
There you go.
Amen.
That's it.
Amen. Yes.
There you go. Wow.
Y'all so silly. Now, look, y'all in the chat, the doors is closed. Okay.
No, the doors of the church are open. Now we open up. Look, I'm the one open. I'll open up the doors of the church. Come on up here to the front of the congregation.
Come to the front of the congregation and hit the like button. Also,
there you go. Hit the like button.
Support the channel. Become a member. Send a super chat or a cash app. Show some love. We cooking in here with gas on Saturday.
I love it. I can't find my pictures though. Where are my pictures? Here. I'm gonna send you the email so I can say I sent it. And if you say you want me to, there you go.
Okay.
Shout out to all my moderators, by the way. If you are a moderator of this channel, could you please make sure you email management? We're going to be doing a training next week. And I'd love to just make sure we connect with all the moderators. So there it is right there in the chat. Just email management. We'll send you the link. Make sure it won't be long. It's not going to be anything punishing or anything like that. But just want to make sure everybody's up to speed on what we're doing.
Okay.
Shout out to Cheerwine Guy.
Yes. Shout out to the Black Pope. He is. The new Pope is black. He's really black. We winning, y'all. We winning.
Why are y'all trying to make that man black?
He is black. He is Creole descent. Creole descent. He Creole. That's what I had heard. I had heard he Creole. You know what I'm saying? I heard he from the NOLA. He black.
I'm gonna let I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let y'all have it. Y'all go ahead and have it. I'm the Black Pope, is what Rob is saying.
He ran with Juvie and them, juvenile.
Right. No, I know you the Black Pope too, but no, we gotta be a little bit salacious. We gotta say a little salacious.
Juvenile is crazy, man.
They say Creole. I'm like, come on, he from the Calio, the Magnolia.
Oh Lord.
Y'all stop it. Oh man. But
I know what you're talking about. I'm silly over here. Let me run, gentlemen, because I have to get ready for my Mother's Day dinner. But I did enjoy y'all.
Happy Mother's Day
again.
Make sure you email me back, Robbie, and please tell me when your class starts, because I'm coming in your class to be disruption. I'm gonna be up in there being all off task, causing chaos in your class.
All right, I definitely will. Quentin,
thank you, girl.
Let's drop your link again, Quentin, or put it in the back chat so I can make sure I subscribe too.
Oh, okay, I will. Thank you.
Yeah, there we go. Take care, Robbie. Thank you, friend.
Bye.
You're welcome. Thank y'all too. Bye-bye.
Shout out to all the moms in the building. Thank you so much. Y'all, everybody and their cousin trying to take ownership of this doggone Pope. We got everybody.
I'm people, like Creole. That's the first one I heard.
Creole people, short people. I don't know. He got a weird pinky toe. Everybody wants to claim like, oh, he's our Pope. Okay, whatever. Okay.
I mean, they loving it in Chicago. That much we know for sure.
But he's from Dalton. That's the part that's super crazy.
No, I saw that.
Not just Chicago. He's from Dalton.
I saw that. I saw a post in the Dalton Facebook group because of course I belong to it.
Of course you do.
Everybody does. And it had a picture of Tiffany, and the caption up under it was like, I know it stinks being the second most famous person from Dalton.
Absolutely. I'm just like, that is hilarious. But no, shout out. I mean, he literally is from Dalton. Like they're already going to his childhood home, hanging out. I really wish I was making that up. Like y'all are wild.
You know what? I'm surprised. What's our girl? Gosh, the black reporter that was just, she was
Regina. I'm surprised Regina is not.
They don't have her.
I'm very surprised.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry about that. Hold on one second.
No worries. Y'all don't need to see me.
They're hanging out at the dude's childhood home.
Oh wow! Do you like? No, I'm for real. They are doing it.
Yeah,
nice.
Like, okay. I don't approve of it, but hey, okay, whatever. Imagine if that was like an Airbnb. Like people would be like, bugging. I'm charging $10,000 a night. Because you know that's what they're gonna do.
Place.
Yeah, I better take advantage of it. All right. All right, Quentin.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you coming through, man.
Oh man, come on, man. I actually didn't have much going on for this Saturday. I needed to take a break from the security stuff.
Gonna use the term. What's the term that we always use?
Which one? The black job?
Yeah, black job.
I needed a break from it. This was a great break. And again, I really liked how it was fun and games, initially picking with the dusty comments or whatever. Yeah. But as normal, and as always, you came forth with a nice, wholesome conversation that I thought was really beneficial. And really, going on with what you and Rob B were talking about, it may have to start on a small basis and not something big. Like maybe us as small, I say small, I know I'm super small, content creators, maybe it's our job to highlight the positive stuff within our community.
That's the
as
best we can do.
Waiting on somebody big to do it.
Yeah, that's the best we can do. And I agree with you, man. I'm glad that Raw B fell through. I'm glad that you came through. That was a good mix. I don't think I would have made that mix on my own, but look at God.
Hey, we got back-to-back days of streaming.
What's up with that? I mean, really?
And it worked.
Tell him come on and jump on.
I know, right?
No, but that was dope, man. I'm glad.
That's what we're gonna do next. We're gonna pop the balloon with JR Buckhead edition. We're gonna go out all weekend popping balloons.
What did I do? Why did I not teach you right? Why have I not taught you correctly?
I'm sorry.
That would be crazy, though. That would be, since we all live out here, we could.
Yeah, we're just gonna go pop balloons at Buckhead.
We're doing man on the street. We could do man on the street.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
with balloons. With balloons. You gotta have the balloons. It's all about balloons now. Pop.
Just popping them. Just
popping them. Hello, ma'am. Pop. I'm sorry.
Just popping balloons.
He's like, I didn't say nothing. Don't matter.
Oh, did you put the link to your channel here?
I am so
Quentin, I thought you did.
I think I did earlier, but I can do it again if I hurry. We're up here talking about popping balloons.
Yeah, we're here in Atlanta. Yes, we are here.
We're actually very close.
Yeah, Quentin's down the street from me.
You and I are.
I mean, I think Quentin is closer than Cheerwine Guy. I don't know. I think Cheerwine Guy is actually, he literally is down the street around the corner.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's right there.
How does this keep type? I said copy it with Dear Woke Christian.
Because that's all you think about it. I mean, just think about it.
I had that in right there. Because you were like, email email because that was the last thing I had copied from when you said mods email you, and then I had to recopy and paste my address there. So there's that.
Tutty Bug, it says she on the south side of Atlanta. Uh-oh.
Hey,
watch out now.
Where we at? Clayco, South Fulton, Henry.
Wait.
Henry.
Okay. But by the way, if you're looking, here's Independent Mail's link right there.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much for that. No,
we got Columbus in the house.
Yeah, we need to do a supporters meet up. Not content creator,
No.
Just like us go and have lunch somewhere. I haven't been to Columbus in a long time.
Man,
like we can go, but we can just go to
Warner
Atlanta.
Robins area. Yeah, you should do that for real.
I like how you say you. What about you, man? Load up the Subaru.
Dude,
I'm
coming.
ready.
I'm saying, but you should, put it together. I don't have anybody to come. So like I'm coming to your events.
Right. Everybody come. Everybody make sure you support Quentin. Go ahead and support Quentin.
I mean, I'm a part-timer right now until I get this little girl off to school. And I
where's she going again?
She's staying here. She's going to Kennesaw.
I love it.
Saving me all kinds of money.
Let me tell you something.
I know I'm not gonna rub it in.
Do not get me started.
I'm not.
Do not get me started. We do not have time for that. Well, no, congratulations, man.
Congratulations. Thank you. Yeah, we're ready to do that. Ready to graduate and all.
When's your graduation?
The 23rd, Memorial Day Friday at 7 p.m. at Kennesaw University. So that is going to be the best place to be on a Friday afternoon on a 3-day weekend.
Hold on, wait. Everybody's graduating that day.
Yeah. They literally all of Cobb County, they're just slated like a few hours at a time. All up at
you said Kennesaw. The 23rd?
23rd.
Okay, Big Girls is the 22nd. Sorry.
Yeah, so they got 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. They just back to back to back. Wow.
I'm just getting it done.
Yeah.
I mean, I ain't mad at them.
No, it's just a bad weekend. But that highway traffic is going to be horrible.
Yeah, it is. Do they graduate at the Mercedes-Benz? Do you know? Does anybody use that? Does anybody use it?
Does anybody use it? I don't know.
Remember the Georgia Dome? They used to do graduations there.
Who used to do it though? Clark and them? Who
Clark
used
it? I thought some high schools did as well.
Oh.
I'm just wondering, like, because it would be set up and they would just kind of conveyor belt them in. It's like keep
it look like they're doing that at Kennesaw because all the Cobb seems to be graduating out of there.
Interesting. Okay. No, I just was wondering. I was like, Mercedes-Benz would probably be kind of crazy. That'd be kind of fun to have a graduation there. But okay, no, I congratulations to her.
Oh yeah. You as well. So, these chapters.
These chapters, closing out one, getting ready to start a new one. Shout out to all graduates. Shout out to all graduates.
Graduates and moms.
All the shenanigans that are going to come ensue. So shout out to them. Good, bad, and different. I do want to say thank you to Willie Doc for the very kind $5 super. He said for the culture.
Mr. Doc.
One of the most hangable heresies spoken. I know what you mean. Shout out to Willie Doc. Thank you so much. Very, very supportive brother of the channel. I appreciate it, my Morehouse brother, for always supporting, always coming through. Thank you, Willie Doc. His son graduated today.
Oh, nice.
His son graduated today from Liberty University. Yep.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Congrats.
So he out there celebrating. He's probably out there doing boots on the ground.
I'm like, congrats to you, Mr. Doc, for getting him through, and congrats to him for not being a dependent anymore. As of today, right?
Today, you got to go. You got the dough. I love it. I love it. But yeah, Quentin, congratulations, man. Tell you, Ava, I said thank you so much, or congratulations as well.
Thank you, sir.
Happy Mother's Day to Ava's mom and all moms in the chat. Congratulations and happy Mother's Day to you. Somebody asked me to throw happy Mother's Day for the parents of dogs and animals. I'm gonna just throw it out there because I'm in a kind, loving mood. Happy Mother's Day to all mothers of all the shapes, sizes, and flavors and denominations. Shout outs to you all. Once your child graduates, you get to pay. Oh, really? Oh, I got to.
See what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, congrats to Mr. Doc for that.
Yeah. Oh, she might mean Willie Doc because I'm like, I don't know if I get a pay raise.
We'll see. I actually made it to where it was meaning college and it meant male offspring. Then you off the hook. But I'm like, with these little ladies, you're not ever really like,
she got to go. She got to go. She got to go.
There's that.
Yeah, she's got to go.
You got weddings to pay for. Like, yeah, it doesn't stop.
I'm fine with that. That's fine. I'll accept that. I'm ready for it. It is what it is.
Yeah.
All right, Quentin.
Yes, sir.
Enjoy your day.
Thank you.
Rest of your day. Do your black job.
You know what? I think I'm going to neglect it for the rest of the afternoon. I'm gonna jump on that tomorrow. We're going to have a normal Saturday evening, good sir. So I appreciate you helping me get that started.
I'm here for you, friend. Take care.
Thank you.
See you soon.
All right, man. You have a good one.
You got it. Grace and peace. All right, y'all. That was it. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. Shout out to Raw B. Shout out to Quentin from the Independent Mail as well for stopping through. That was a lot of fun. That started out kind of dusty, but once we got the room clean, look at how great the room turned out. Shout out. I will absolutely. we might. You just never know. Blanket ship. You never know. You never know. There was there's a comedian. What's his name? Josh Johnson. And he was having a comedy skit or a comedy show. Please forgive me. I want to say it was in Savannah, or was it Columbus? I don't remember. But tickets were sold out, so I never did move on it. But that was something I was thinking about doing. It was like taking my wife just on a road trip and go down and see something like in Savannah or Columbus or something like that, and just do a day trip like that. But at the current moment, we're not doing it. But I'll keep you posted for sure. That'd be fun. Do a little dinner meetup and all that kind of good jazz. All right, my good people. What is going on? The trustees of Dalton has shown up. Grace and peace to you. Congratulations to you all. The inauguration celebration, I heard, was well attended and went well. Shout out to the Dalton trustees. Appreciate you. What does Apex say right here? He says, Dear Woke Christian question, were you not cool with Trump talking about saving Black jobs? No, actually, I thought it was, I was only using it as just a term. I didn't have a problem with it. I understood what he was trying to say. And let me just give you a little bit of context for me. I don't immediately run to the most negative aspect of somebody saying something that might be a little contentious. I try to say, okay, do I understand what he's saying? Or if somebody uses a term maybe that, again, when Trump said Black jobs, I did not immediately think he thought all Black people are picking cotton or something like that. I did not see that. I didn't interpret it as that. So me and Quentin, we kind of cracked jokes about saying that we got Black jobs just because we were just being ridiculous. But no, I was not offended by it. I choose not to be offended by it. And I just said, maybe, and I've also accepted that Trump says things sometimes, albeit maybe they're the most well-meaning things. He says them in ways that don't go well. So don't come across the right way. And I'm always willing to say, let me hear it first. Let me make sure I'm understanding it first before I say something that might make me look ridiculous. Because I might go off and start yelling and fussing, and they're like, well, that's not what he meant. That's not what he said, or whatever like that. So that's how I take it. And that's another reason why I always tell people, come on the stream so I can make sure I understand what you're saying. Because I'm reading your comment, but I'm reading it in Jason's voice. I don't know what Apex voice sounds like. So I might interpret it totally wrong. And I've done this more times than I'm proud of. I've read somebody's comment and I've gotten mad. I done hammered out a mean text, and something told me, why don't I read it again? And I read it over again. I'm like, oh, let me delete this before somebody sees it. Because I've read it wrong. I just outright read it wrong. So when Trump said that, I always try to say, hey, you know what? Sometimes he says stuff, and look, I say it, and I'm not the doggone president of the United States, right? The second most powerful man on the planet. I'm just not that. So that being the case, I accept that if Trump can make mistakes, if a world leader can make mistakes and say something and fumble, then look, I can be gracious to them. So that's why I never got upset about it. Me and Quentin joke about the Black job thing because we think it's hilarious. Real quick, shout out to West Georgia. West Georgia is a great college, by the way. There we go. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm trying to be mature as best I can. We all say crazy stuff. I have people make fun of me because I talk so Southern. And look, I love I don't have a Southern accent. My daughters do though. I love our Southern accent. I like accents. You know, hey, rock, as long as I can understand what you're saying and we can work together, I appreciate accents. Trump does fumble through certain statements. Yeah, that's all. And to me, again, I'm willing to be gracious. Because somebody, again, I say stuff I don't mean to say. I listen to my pastor and he'll say something like, I don't know about that one, Joel, but I'm not going to immediately jump down his throat. I'm like, I understand what he's trying to say. He just didn't come across the way I think he should have said it. And that's it. And who says that the way I think he should have said it is the right way? So that's me. Right. And that's a 1000% why I usually say, hey, if we're going back and forth in the comment section, I've said this multiple times, just come on a stream. We can do a stream. We can talk. Because again, I might not understand you. And what I've also noticed is most of the time, when somebody is really bombastic and they're saying ridiculous stuff, if they come on stream or they come on and we talk voice to voice, a lot of the time, all that air in your chest, a lot of the time they leave that alone. They tamper it down when they can hear you voice to voice. And explain to me why you're saying this about me. I want to hear it. A lot of the time they're like, oh, well, the hat is in their hand and they approach it way differently than they were when it was, all superhero in the comment section. Oh, goodness. What have I done wrong about life? Oh, gosh. Ladies and gentlemen, with no further ado, what do you want?
Stop. It's fine just like this.
Okay. Why art thou harassing me?
Because I love you.
Because you love me.
Yeah.
You love me. Thanks. What is that?
It's my dance. Okay, wait, hear me.
Are you going to take your sister driving?
No, I'm legally not allowed to.
She did a good job.
I've been out in numbers.
Then you need to stay your little hind parts right
stop.
in here.
No, I'm not doing anything illegal.
I'm glad.
No, I don't want something. I am satiated. I came down here to make dinner. What else would I need from you?
You know why my kid is in here. You know.
What else would I need?
Tutty Bug, you know what's going on. Harassment.
Because I love you. But no, I was just driving and I'm like, there's some copperoonies out. They were holding the speed gun and I was like,
because it's Saturday night. Where were you?
I went on a life excursion to rethink my
life
purpose in this world. And I walked around Barnes and Noble.
Oh, okay.
I went down to Kincaid Elementary School, and then I went to Barnes and Noble.
Okay. All right. Well.
Yeah, I was going on a soul searching journey.
Well, I hope you found your soul. If we both do a little soul searching,
you find out that I just love
we'll
you.
get back what we once had.
I love you.
We have cooties.
Okay, wait. Chat.
Oh, gosh.
So as I feel like, listen, I feel like as we all know, I am a senior. Why am I breaking out? Oh my. Anyway, I'm a senior and my school doesn't do a senior sunset. So I was thinking I should do a senior sunset picnic with all my friends. Because we're reaching the point where it's I have the most exams of all of us and I have 3 exams left. And they're spread over the next 2 weeks. So I'm thinking,
still got exams?
Yes, bro. I have an exam the day before graduation.
Why? Look, wait. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
But do we think I should throw a senior picnic party with my friends? We could low-key do it at the overflow lot where we took my pictures.
What does it entail?
It entails sitting on a blanket in a aesthetic field, wearing cutie little dresses at sunset, and sitting and talking with my friends. What is a senior sunset? So it's symbolic, right? So a lot of schools, they do a senior sunrise at the start of the year to kick in the start of the year. So we did that and we all wore our shirts from our school merch for our high school. I thought, and I told student council this, I was like, we should do one where we all wear our merch from our colleges and then do a senior sunset, but just timing wise, it didn't work out. So I'm thinking we do that. Either wear cutie dresses or college merch. I think it'd be very symbolic.
Can y'all do it at the school?
But that's something we'd all have to organize. And then you'd have to talk to admin. And it'd be so much easier for me and my 4 best friends to go.
What? Okay.
Sit somewhere.
Because if you go to Kennesaw, you're gonna have to get kicked. You're gonna leave. You're gonna get kicked out. Why don't you go to I don't think it's a bad idea. I think I've heard far worse ideas from
you know the like gardens off of when you keep going up Whitlock, you'd know it. It's over by the Frisbee golf place.
You going way up there?
It's closer to everyone else. It's closer than you think. It's far from me because I live away from everyone else.
They got cooties too.
Stop.
I mean, I don't have. I think that's not the worst idea.
Yes.
Go. I like that. Go to Whitaker Park. I agree. We have our own park.
Oh my gosh.
We got our own park.
Hi,
Go
Uncle
there.
Rob. That is Uncle Rob.
Yeah,
Right? Okay,
that's
I'm
Rob.
not going crazy.
Hey, see if it. Why is it not picking up? Why isn't it?
Maybe it's because I was sideways.
There it is.
No.
You just have to be closer to. I think I'm the main in frame.
I'm team that.
Why don't you do that? You can do that. When do you want to do it?
That'd be fun. We'd probably do it sometime next week, I think, because we're all. I don't know.
I mean, just ask them and say, "Hey, we're going to meet at Whitaker Park on this day.
Oh,
go to Publix and get sandwiches."
That's close to us three. That's close to the three of us anyway. Go somewhere that we can do a bonfire. I don't think any of us have a fire pit in our backyard.
Yeah, that one might be a little bit. I mean, we have one at church, but the trees will block the what's called.
I wanted to do a bonfire with my church friends anyway. I was talking to Sarah about it this morning.
I mean, you need to ask the deacons.
That'd be fun. Like, trust. I'm planning activities, guys. I'm in my activity thing era.
You're so weird.
Stop it!
Email Spencer if you want to do a bonfire, though. Let us know so we can.
Okay. Having your dad as a deacon, and having a bunch of friends at your church is the perfect blend. I saw the processes.
What you wipe on me?
Nothing. I just patting your shoulder.
Don't be wiping your cooties on me, man.
I saw the pastos today.
Hey, hello, pastos.
I saw Thomas. He's so cute.
Thomas is cute.
Isn't it pouring rain?
It was. Is it still raining?
Yeah, not today.
No, this is sometime in the future.
Sometime in the future. In the near future, maybe? Who knows? She needs to be an event planner. Yes, because I am a thing doer. I love to do things.
Okay, all right. You love to do things, right? Did y'all one in the chat? If you heard her, green hearts in the chat. If you heard her say she loves to do things, I want to just test it out. I'm just going to test it out.
Well, like
green
things.
I like how you qualified it because you know it was coming. I was about to say.
Like your laundry. Like don't say no, because my laundry is actually done. Notice how I did my laundry.
Okay, now go clean that room because it looks like sin. Okay, go clean your room because it looks like sin. Look, I got a picture of your room. I'll put it on the screen to let everybody see your room.
It takes me maybe 3 weeks to do my laundry.
That makes no sense.
Zero motivation to do my laundry ever.
Oh Lord, now.
Sister.
Oh, now we got. This is this.
Wait, can I show them?
Oh my gosh!
The thing I taught you to do.
What you think me?
The hand and.
Girl, you're so great. Why?
Okay,
Why?
Can we show them our new trick?
I learned how to drive today. I feel like you should. I feel like you have.
Can we show them? Okay.
What does it mean? Okay, so apparently, give the context. I don't remember even.
So
what
it's this new trend to show that like, oh, they ate or whatever, and it's like hold your hand like here, and now feed.
I don't, y'all. I apologize, y'all. I'm so sorry.
And now.
Gosh. Right. I agree with Rob.
My room is
a disaster.
Yeah,
is insane.
A sin.
That's the best part about me going to school in North Carolina is that cheerwine. There's a cookout right off of campus.
Goodbye.
Okay.
Goodbye.
I have to make my dinner.
Right. Go be what'd you say? A thing doer? Yeah, go do it. Be a thing doer. And by thing, we mean running a dishwasher. Or I'm sorry, running a washer and dryer. What are you doing? This is my new driver. What's up, my driving homie?
Hello.
What are y'all doing?
I'm bored.
Why are you harassing me?
Because I can. I live here. I do what I want.
That's true, but I think you're harassing me.
No.
Let's go drive. Come on, let's go.
No. You're on live.
We're gonna switch to remote. We're gonna go mobile.
Drop the car license plate. You're gonna toxic
Drop the car license plate. What you talking about?
Huh?
All right.
Yes.
Everybody, I want to say thank y'all so much. See, we stay long enough, we get harassed by the little people mafia. So thank y'all so much for rocking with us. Happy Mother's Day to all mothers in the chat. Looking forward. We'll probably do a live tomorrow. I'm taking my mom and wife out for lunch tomorrow. So then we'll maybe we'll come back tomorrow and wrap it up. I'm trying to get rid of that stuff right now, though. Blankenship. I'm trying not to even have that. I'm trying to get her to get rid of that stuff that she doesn't need now so that we can get it out of here. Because I'm praying when she leaves from here, she'll leave from here. She's welcome to come back. But I'm just saying. Happy Mother's Day. I agree. Tutty Bug right here. Happy Mother's Day to all of you mothers. If your mother is available, if your mother's alive, please give her a call. Let's give her a shout out. Let her know you appreciate her. Shout out to all the pops, everybody who made women mothers. Shout out to y'all. Okay. Let's do it again real soon. Yes, I agree. Just shout out to all of y'all. Thank you so much for your support of the channel. Thank you so much for rocking with us. Again, I want to say thank you to Quentin from the Independent Mail and Raw B for tapping in with us. That was a great conversation, impromptu, but I'm glad we had it nonetheless. Let's get ready to do this again real soon, everybody. So have a wonderful Mother's Day, great Lord's Day on tomorrow. And until next time, everybody, grace and peace. See you soon. Take care.